What up? Good morning, James Rice, May 1st. And of course, I'm excited because if you know me, you know I love the start a brand new month. I am not a big pusher, or if I had to be one or the other, I'd be much more of a pusher at the beginning of the month, the newness of the month, the hope of the month, the freshness of the month, and excited about what it brings, and then take action accordingly versus I watch so many people in my community. What up? Good morning. In my community who take a look at their numbers at the end of the month and even about the 20th, they're freaking out about what they're reaching and doing. And they're just watching those numbers and watching those numbers and watching those numbers. So a couple thoughts always run through my brain. And as always, all I want to do is share. I'm always on my lives wanting to share little pieces that you can actually do because I firmly believe that the reason that 99.9% of us are not successful is because we're simply not doing little okay to good actions on a daily basis. Now, the interesting thing about that is 99.9% of us also know what to do. So you have both pieces going on. You have the inside game, which is your heart and your soul and your belief, which then, as if you read in my Rice and Shine, that inside game, that having a commitment versus an interest. If you checked out my Rice and Shine this morning, they'd say that an interest is doing things when it's convenient. Being committed to something is that you're doing it. Convenience doesn't matter. You're doing it because you need to do the activities because you want what's at the end of that activity. Okay, so that the end justifies and drives the mean. And so now we if we're all in agreement that what we need is more daily intentional action. Notice I didn't say daily action. It's got to be intentional action. It's got to be those actions that are in alignment with where you want to go. So now many of you say, I know that. Okay, so now the inside game, what are you doing to make sure that you do that more? I'll tell you a couple thoughts, just sharing, is one, in the morning as you get your day started with your juice, toast, and milk, are you in each area of your life writing down, or do you have it calendared? Do you have it on a list? So have you put mind to paper that you have it calendared out how that day is going to go so that the activities you want in your faith, in your fitness, in your finances, in your family, and in your friendships, that you're addressing and digging into each and every one of those. It amazes me how many people kind of get up and run with the day. The day, the dog, this case, the tail, the day is wagging you, is wagging the dog. You, the dog, the leader, the master of the tail should be wagging it. So a couple things happen. So Kyrie, so a couple things happen. One, are you intentional with your mind in saying, what do I want to accomplish? What do I want to dig into? Are you then intentional with putting it to paper so it's laid out and scheduled? Now, I'm not saying that I always get every single thing done off my checklist, but I'm going to tell you, if it's laid out and it's in front of me like a grocery list, I've got a better chance of making it happen. Okay. So I've got this live laid out. Monday mornings is about 8:30 because at 9 a.m. the huddle call comes up. 10 a.m.'s work exercise. 11 o'clock, I'm going to see the landscaping guy. So I've got to turn around and check out the outdoors. I love, being out here any time of the day, but definitely in the morning and enjoying the outdoor, enjoying the beautiful weather. You probably guessed by my outfit, it's a little chillier this morning. It went from about, 60, 65 degree mornings to about 45 degree mornings. And so I'm dressed accordingly. So for San Diego, that's chilly. especially when you went from 80-degree days to 60-degree days. So anyway, here we are. And so I hope you're enjoying my backyard as much as I am. A couple thoughts. If you haven't seen it, Friday I fly to the Pacific Northwest. We'll do hopefully be in the community around 2-3 o'clock, meeting with people. 5 o'clock Meridian Writing Club till about 6:30, and then hopefully maybe do some meetups after that. Saturday morning, the community by way of Danny Martin is doing a hike somewhere at 8 a.m. Probably last a couple hours. Maybe can meet with some people again after 10. So, and you'll see it. It'll be out on all the groups here shortly. So, but swinging all this back around just to your daily activities, right? The idea is, are you doing activities that are going to head you in the right direction of your goals? Okay. For instance, I was chatting with someone and they talking about the call or the Zoom they're doing with some of their leaders. And these were leaders who are, I mean, these are people who want to participate, who have been around for some time, but really haven't done anything. So here's a leader at a pretty high level, and there must be about 6 levels between them and this person, and they're jumping on a Zoom with them. Now, on one hand, you may say that's awesome. Reach in and help everybody. But my point is going to be, and Kyria will understand this, of course, with her training, and Carl will understand this, of course, with his work and with his hobby. And I don't know as much about a couple of the rest of you are on, but the point is, you can't just attend every horse or even catch every race, or you know, at a high level, you have to be choosy about where you're spending your time. That's all I mean. That's all I'm saying. Okay. You can't simply, again, have the day tell you what to do. You got to be telling your day what to do. Does that make sense? And so that's a piece, again, and I'll just keep coming back to it as I get ready to start my day and such. It's like I've got to set it up and know and have laid out when I'm going to be working on my faith, when I'm going to be working on my fitness, when I'm going to be working on my finances, my business, when I'm going to be working on, you know, family time, and then finishing the day with, you know, my fun or my friendships. And by laying it out, I got a better chance of meeting it. And so in your business world, people, are you laying out right now the daily intentional actions that help you grow? And what are they? It's simply action. What kind of action is it? It's your transformation, and it's starting conversations. It's attracting people. It is, and are you going to wear swag a little more? We got a couple new flavors out. Are you going to have a tasting party? Are you going to have once a week a social night, Taco Tuesday, dessert night, movie night, hike morning? Are you going to have pizza night? Are you going to do something that just brings people together? Are you going to hold or have me hold a Zoom for your community? Are you going to ask Michael Rutherford to jump on with our community? You know, are you going to have a coffee shop meetup? Are you going to contact a few friends? Are you going to grow your social media by friending everybody in your high school class, everybody in your grade school class, everybody from your church, you know, everybody from your gym? That's attracting. Connect them to a video, connect them to your community. Enroll them with a box, engage them to share. That's it. And repeat. Those are the only activities. And whatever industry you're in, it has activities, but much of it is attracting. Oh my gosh, Dana, hey, how are you? Yeah, do I do a live? I do lives every morning about 8:30 on Mondays, but the rest of the week are about 9:15, 9:20. I do them earlier on Mondays because of the 9 o'clock huddle. And Dana, I'll be up in PNW Friday. We have an event Friday. I'll be around Friday. I'll be around most of the day Saturday. Okay, hope to see you. So I'm going to jump off. we'll get on to the huddle. I had a couple pieces. This is actually interesting. Again, I don't know what you start your day with. I start my day with my prayers. I've got a couple basic readings I do, and quite frankly, they kind of cover. They cover love. They cover sin. They cover fellowship. They cover racism. They cover sharing and fellowship and discipling the others. So I have little readings that I do that put my brain in the motion of the activities I want to do. And a couple of those readings are my Timothy Keller, God's wisdom for navigating. And remember, it's not God's knowledge, it's wisdom, because knowledge is the activities, wisdom's the doing. We need more wisdom, not knowledge. So on May 1st, interesting, they're chatting about, this is important. This is interesting. They say, the first, they're talking about anger. Okay, a gentle answer turns away wrath. A harsh word stirs up anger. So basically, what they're chatting about here is that in angry or in arguments, you want to make sure that you're controlling your side of it. You want to make sure that you could that you're controlling the energy that you bring to it, the words that you bring to it. That's all you can control. Don't put more fire on the fire. So when we're talking with an angry person, we want to use non-angry speech. Abrasive words create more anger. Okay. A harsh word can spark and stir a blazing fire. So, what is our purpose? Is our purpose simply to make the truth clear? Or are we trying to inflict pain? And only you can control that. And I'm not saying you don't run into activities or events or people that stir you up. But the more that I put these ideas in my brain and in my heart, then the better chance I have of being successful. Because again, people, all I'm saying is if you're not working at it daily, then what kind of results can you expect? Does that make sense? Oh, and by the way, April, we had April showers. Now it's May, it's bloom. Not only is your yard going to bloom, but are you going to bloom? Are you going to do those actions? Are you going to tend to your garden, right? Prepare the soil, plant it, water it, talk to it, nurture it, fertilize it, weed it. Are you going to tend to your personal garden also? Your foundation, your fundamentals, faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances. That's what May is about, is helping you bloom as an individual. Last piece, now we're reading in Ezra, which if you follow the Bible at all, the captives are back from Babylonia. They've been released after 70 years. And they built the temple, and now they've got to build their spirituality. So their faith. So now the priests and such have come back and are going to be speaking to the people. So on May 1st, here's what I wanted to share with you. And in the book, at the beginning, they're talking a lot about the numbers and the details, okay, and the facts. And basically, what I just want to let you know and think about it is, basically, we're serving a God of detail and orderliness. So my point that I want to share with you in your world, and it's not a theology talk, it's like people, just like I was saying, if you're not, in the beginning, it all ties together. If you're not orderly and detailed, there's a good chance your day's just going to get away from you. The month's going to get away from you. Does that make sense? So you have got to prepare first with your thoughts, write them down on lists and schedules, and then carry them out. If you're not detailed, if you're not orderly, now you're just guessing and blowing with the wind, okay, and letting the day run you, the week run you, the month run you. There's never going to be success in that. Okay? Decide who and where you want to be. Make a list of those activities that you need to do, and then follow that to the best of your abilities. Does that make sense? Cool. All right, I just wanted to chat it for a minute. I'm going to let you go. Huddle's starting about 9. Jen, hey, how are you? Jen, you should fly out to Washington this weekend. Grab a couple friends, throw 3 or 4 people in a room. I'm sure we can find a place for you to stay for free. Come on out. Friday night, we'll be doing stuff. Saturday, too. It'll be an amazing weekend for yourself. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to jump on the huddle.